Joes.
Welcome to the Regular Joe's podcast. I'm Dave Pisani.
I'm Barry Kay.
And I'm Todd Pleasant.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We have a semi-random show. Why is that funny?
I'm just laughing because you're trying to make it sound like we've got a big plan, and we don't.
We do have a big plan. We have
it's
two TV shows that I was looking forward to that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, and I picked a bunch of different random stuff, so we'll do a bunch.
Yeah, I have a few
some
random
of that,
things, too. I do.
I got one random thing, so...
I don't think we're going to go deep into the TV shows too much, but we'll see. You know us. We fly by the seat of our pants.
It's worked so far.
Yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're coming up in 600. Lots of big, exciting things coming up for the Regular Joe's podcast. You'll be able to see all of it soon.
Hopefully.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Dave and I have been working overtime off show to try to make things happen.
Yes, we are. We're feverishly working behind the scenes to enhance your entertainment enjoyment.
Yeah, we're here for you people.
We'll see.
Sort of.
I got a question. I'm going to jump in first with a question. Todd in particular, I want a yes or no answer without any explanation or expounding. Is that okay?
I'm not sure it's possible, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah. You've seen the movie Companion.
Yes.
Barry, have you seen the movie Companion?
I have not.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
Okay, here's what I'm going to ask of you. It's on HBO. I want you to watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. But do me a favor, and do yourself a favor. Don't even read anything. Don't even read the description that comes up on the screen that says what the movie's about.
Dave,
Can you do that?
Dave, do you pay attention to this show at all? Do you even...
I said this like
4 weeks ago. I said it's
no.
not,
I thought you.
It is totally not what you think. It's worth watching, but it's totally not what you think, even based on the ads.
I thought you said it to us in person.
Oh, did I? Okay, I apologize, people. I thought I said that on the air.
No.
I can't tell anymore.
So Barry, you know nothing about this movie.
Barry, don't even read the blurb.
I don't.
Just dive in. I like the movie. But it is it is not. But it is not what I thought I was going to watch.
I think I would have enjoyed it on a different level had I not read the description.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh yeah,
so, Barry,
definitely.
Is it something that my wife will enjoy, or should I watch it without?
Yes, totally,
okay,
totally. Right. It's not Alien Earth, that's for sure.
No, well, she's watching that. I just wasn't like
that's gross.
It's a dark comedy. And it's a good dark comedy.
All right, so I'll watch it with her.
I just want you not to know anything about it going in. Don't read the blurb. Don't read anything. You're gonna have to. You know how it comes up and it's the picture before you play. Don't read
any of that. Just go in. Yeah.
Todd, do you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be an interesting point?
Yes.
Point of view?
Absolutely. Because again, I just like I said, I saw the ads, and the early ads are very, very deceptive. So, yeah. So let me ask you this. Can you see the Russian guy, Dave? Can you see the Russian guy in anything without thinking of Homeland?
No, of course not.
He will always be that character.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. He's in something else just recently.
He was.
Too.
I saw him in something else, and he's still the dude from Homeland.
Yeah. So we won't say any more about that. But, Barry, you watch it, and we'll talk about it next week.
All right. Sounds good.
I watched it the other night.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen Marty, no.
Wow. Yeah, that's...
I really had nothing to watch last night, and I didn't realize Alien Earth had come out on Tuesdays. And I'm like, oh, TCM, I'm like, oh, Marty, I'll watch the first 5 minutes, and then I watch the whole... It's an hour and 25-minute movie.
Yeah.
All I know is this is made in the 50s. It won all the Oscars. In the 50s, people stayed out till like 2 in the morning walking the streets of New York. I don't even get That
They had
was
nothing else to do.
I guess not.
Yes, no, it's because they could at the time.
Yeah.
I have not seen that film in 30 years.
I've seen it. I saw it like 4 or 5 years ago when
Yep.
it just came on. So,
Yep.
Barry, what do you got?
Well, speaking of things I watched with my wife, so we were watching Star Wars the other day. It was on, and we just kept it on.
With commercials?
Yeah, I know, but
Not
anyway,
allowed in my house.
So I've got some dialogue I'm going to recite to you, and then I want to talk about
Jesus.
it because my wife asked me.
Before you go there, Barry, how many different versions of this film do you own?
I know.
That have no interruptions.
I know.
And you'll watch it on TCN.
It was on.
TNT
It was
with
on.
commercials.
We weren't like sitting fixated on it, but it was on. Anyway, this is now Obi-Wan Kenobi just got taken out by Darth Vader. They escaped the Death Star on the Millennium Falcon, and here's the dialogue between Princess Leia and Han Solo. They let us go. It's the only reason for the ease of our escape. And Han Solo says, easy? You call that easy? Princess Leia says, they're tracking us. And Han Solo says, not this ship, sister. And then Princess Leia says, at least the information in R2 is still intact. So what's important? What is he carrying? The technical readouts of this battle station, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then they go to Yavin 4. And Maria turns to me and says, she knows they're being tracked. Why did she go straight to Yavin 4 and lead a Death Star straight to Yavin 4? Why didn't they stop
Because
somewhere
stupid Han
and
wouldn't
change
listen
ships?
to her.
And I felt like I had no good answer for her. Like, why didn't they change ships? Or, like, why did they lead the Death Star right to the Rebel base?
And if he hadn't led the Nazis to where the Ark of the Covenant was,
No, this is what I'm saying. I said to her, I'm like, do not do this to my favorite movie of all time. But
Han Solo
she has a
is
point.
the dumbest character in the whole thing, and the cause of more problems than solutions.
Telling you.
No, I don't know if that's true.
Well, but she could have insisted, right? I mean, she is the princess.
She's looking at him all dreamy-eyed. I'm going to be in love with this guy in the next movie, so I'm going to listen to him, even though it puts the whole everyone
they
I
put
know
the
in
entire
jeopardy.
rebellion at risk by not just stopping off at another planet and changing ships so that they weren't being. She literally says to him, "We got away easy. I know they're tracking us, but I'm going to let them track us straight to where all the rebels are."
Well, maybe that's the only way to get
So
the.
maybe
well,
I was
when you
too
think
hard
of it,
on Rose and Finn then, because I was saying they should have been executed for betraying the rebellion. But
Yeah, I mean, look, I get that it would have slowed the movie down to have them stop at random planet and change ships. I get, and you need the Millennium Falcon there for the finals. I get it, but I never questioned that for a second up until she said it.
what do you think? George Lucas's writing made sense even back then. But the reality of that is they should have changed it to, and we'll lead them right into our hands. Because if they had to get the whole Rebel fleet motivated to get to the Death Star, it would have been a much bigger deal.
But if they went somewhere else and had more time to prepare, that might have been good too.
It all worked out.
oh, by the way, and I brought the Death Star with me. No, that's not a good plan.
That's the other thing. The
That
friggin'
is not a
Death
good
Star.
plan. Okay, here's the plans. Okay, you got to shoot this duct. It's no bigger than a womp rat, and the Death Star is right behind me. You know?
How does the Death
If this
Star
plan
fly?
doesn't work,
That's a little stupid.
We're all dead.
Yeah. Yep.
There you
Anyway.
go. Now what's your favorite movie?
It's still my
Willow?
favorite movie. And I wanted to make sure I said Star Wars, Dave, so there was no quip back at me for calling it A New Hope.
I just don't get how real fans of Star Wars and I know people, and particularly I think on the Props podcast, they hate the prequels and the sequels, yet they call it A New Hope.
Listen, I like all of it, most of it, and I don't mind. Look, it wasn't A New Hope when I saw it the first 10 times, but they changed it. So what are you going to do?
The only thing that annoys
won't-
me more than
I won't
that
have
is
it.
seeing Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Because isn't he one of the Raiders of It's like, is he like the front man for a band? you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because it's The Last Crusade, fine, and the Temple of Doom, fine. Now you're putting him in a group of people. Everything we love is flawed.
That first one was
true.
just called Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, exactly, for a good reason, because all these people were going after it, including him. So
anyway, Todd, what do you got?
So I just want to say I was completely right. James Gunn has confirmed that Man of Tomorrow is Superman and Lex Luthor joining forces at least for a while. And they are.
I think he said that today on the Howard Stern show.
Co-leads in that film.
He did. That's where they got it from.
I think that's going to be a really interesting story, and it is nothing that we've ever seen before. So I think that's very cool. And
interesting.
We only have to wait a couple of years to see that.
Yep.
Yeah, less than 2 years.
Yep. So that's all I got.
Speaking of Man of Tomorrow, James Gunn also says that Man of Tomorrow and Peacemaker Season 2 are connected.
Very connected, yes. Yep.
Guess we'll see what that means. Is there going to be a massive orgy in Man of Tomorrow?
No, I think he's gonna let something out of that rift or out of that dimensional portal.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe it's the guy he keeps yelling at.
Yeah,
he won't say hello to him.
Creature thing. Yep.
Oh, that creature.
Yeah.
That's funny. Highlander reboot update. So Russell Crowe, Dave Bautista, and Karen Gillan, friend of the show, and all around well smelling lady, are in that movie. That's interesting.
Todd just almost did a spit take.
I'm just setting my coffee down for now. Yep. I am not going to spit on my iPad.
I think Russell Crowe was supposed to be the Sean Connery, which I don't know about that. No offense, Russell.
There's nothing that they can make that will end up being worse than the original.
You're no Russell Crowe.
No
you're no
way,
Spaniard with an English accent.
There's nothing
Barry,
they're going to make.
You're so incredibly wrong because you've never seen Highlander 2, which could very well be worse than Zardoz.
I'm just saying they're going to remake this thing, and if they completely fail, it'll still be better than the original.
As bad as you think Highlander may be, okay, it is brilliant comparison to what came after.
It is brilliant. Oh
I just think it's funny that the tagline
is
is "There can be only one," but no, they're making more.
There can
12.
be only one. Not to mention his cousin and 5 seasons of
a TV show. Yeah.
Adrian Paul.
Yep.
Yeah. There can be only some. Is what it is.
Only a few.
Several. Yeah. I didn't really watch the TV show. Todd, you did.
I saw
though, right?
every episode of the TV show and the spin-off. So
Jesus.
Yep.
Along with everything else.
along with everything else ever.
Well,
aired.
and I am
ever.
officially revoking your right to ever say that Willow's a bad movie. Then, because
No. Highlander's still good.
the three of us sat there and watched it together. I can confirm it's not good.
Okay,
God, I'm putting you on the spot.
Put it this way: of the films that I thought that I had in my mind as being much better than they were, that is at the top of the list. That movie was abysmal when we rewatched it, and it was so good in my head. I mean, it was just
It still has some charm to it.
yeah, yep.
I just want to know where that parking
Barry, what
garage
else
is
you got?
under Madison Square Garden. I'm still looking for that.
Oh, please, you want to really go with that? There's so many movies we could pick apart.
Is that the thing? And that was
I don't know.
implausible
That was just
to you?
was the one that stuck in my mind before I fell asleep.
Maybe in the old garden it was, but was the old garden around in the 70s? No. In the 80s? No.
Nope.
It was not. You got anything else?
Yeah, I do. So last episode, I think it was Brian mentioned Ultraman throwing out the first pitch at a baseball game. After that episode aired, our friend Steve Smith heard it. He reached out to me to let me know that a book is coming out called Beware the Baleful Baltan. It's an Ultraman book. It comes out September 23rd. He is involved in putting that book out, and he is sending all of us an advance copy. So check your mailboxes
Oh, that's
soon.
fantastic.
He's also sending one to Daryl and Brian, so all 5 of us are getting advance copies. And the author and he will be at the LA Comic-Con at the Ultraman booth at the end of September. So if anybody's out in LA, go say hi to Rebecca K. Reynolds, the author, and our friend Steve Smith, because he'll be there. And we're going to learn a little bit about Ultraman, I guess, because I'm not a big Ultraman guy. I don't have the history, but we're getting the book. So
yeah, me too.
There's a lot. There's a lot to learn there. So
so thank you, Steve, and we'll talk more about it once we have the book in hand.
Yeah,
it is available for pre-order right now, though, by the way, on Amazon. If you search for
there you go,
the Ultra Academy Volume 1. So
nice.
Yeah.
More Alien talk. So Fede Alvarez, who directed Alien Romulus, says he is writing and producing the sequel. He will not be directing it, which I'm a little concerned about that because he did a really nice job.
I know, and I read that too, and then he went on like this whole explanation about, oh, this is the way this franchise works. People don't, direct more than one or whatever, but that sounded like he was just trying to come up with an excuse for why he's not directing it.
No, that's how all the bad movies happened in the franchise.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
I know we're going to talk more about Romulus, but
it's also how the best 2 movies happen in a franchise. I think, if they'd gotten it right and had different visions for each, had good different visions for each film, because some of the weaker entries have been trying to capture past glory, and some of the other ones have been just bad choices. But the first 2 films, which I think are great and are 2 of my favorite films, are 2 different directors.
Well, I'm just curious whether it's going to be a true sequel and it's going to carry on with those characters, or because
I think so.
From Alien to Aliens, other than Ripley, there is no carryover. And then obviously 3 and 4, whatever, went off the rails. But it's worked well when they've passed the torch and they've told a new story. But this feels to me like
Jonesy.
Sorry. I guess.
Okay. No, well, I think
I don't want them to kill off in the first 5 minutes any of the characters either.
Yeah, well, I think that Kaylee is definitely the head of it, and probably her android brother.
Yep.
That's what they said. It's their story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about any the other characters, honestly, but I would like to see that continue.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. That's what I've read before.
Well, we'll see.
Barry, anything else?
Nope, that was my other thing. You just mentioned it.
I had a quick... So Spinal Tap 2 is coming out soon. They are... I just saw I don't know, I guess it was an Instagram ad. They're partnering with Liquid Death, and there's actually a funny commercial. Because, Liquid Death, this will get you hammered. And I'm like, no, it's just water. I'm sorry. It's only water. But they're coming out with a Spinal Tap themed 11-pack of Liquid Death.
That's pretty
good.
funny.
Okay,
I give them a lot of credit for that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I so want the Spinal Tap sequel to be good, but I watched the trailers and they just look so old. And I know that they're built. That's part of the story.
That is the great thing, though, because you look at the Who and the Stones, and that's what they're playing into now.
I don't think they're look as old as they're made up to look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they're made to look like the people that have been on their farewell tour for 25 years. Yeah. And that gives them a whole other. Yeah, no, that's what I like. I think that's what it is.
Did you see the video? They put out a video of them performing Stonehenge with Elton John. Like a full-on production number in an arena with Elton John.
I didn't see that.
No, I think that's the great thing. This is now a parody of
and they lower a full-size Stonehenge, but they had the little people dancing
as well.
Around.
They should have. You saw a parody of rock bands who don't know when to get off the stage.
Yeah, that one's on YouTube, Dave. Look for that one.
I did see one where they're playing Big Bottom, I think with 9 people playing the bass, because it's got that whole bass.
That's funny
thing.
To me. So
it's awesome.
And they introduce everyone on the bass. All of them. One guy's playing a double neck bass. They're all playing the bass, and there's extra people playing the bass.
That's
so
great.
We'll see. You know who's also awesome and fun and funny? Fanboy Collectibles. Interesting.
A lot of good stuff right now up on their site.
A lot of interesting, different stuff. Hollywood Collectibles Group, which we don't see a ton. RoboCop Auto 9 prop replica.
Yeah, it's up for pre-order.
I gotta ask him. I gotta ask about something else. That's up for pre-order. There are a varied assortment of Iron Studio statues, ranging from Masters of the Universe, Goonies, The Matrix, Kingpin, Transformers, Nightwing, all coming out. All kinds of different statues.
Yeah, so I was surprised to see the Goonies. You don't see a lot of Goonies stuff.
Yeah, right? A ton of properties. So there's tons of that stuff. But they got everything you need. They have all the statues, all the action figures, apparently prop replicas, stuff like that.
Hot Toys Shin Hot Toys in stock right now.
That's it. The Hot Toys Blondie mashup figure.
Yeah.
They got everything you guys need. So a ton of Hot Toys. I didn't even mention the Hot Toys, which we always do, but there's a ton of other interesting stuff there. So check all that stuff out. Check them out online at fanboycollectibles.com. Check them out at their store in Newtown, Connecticut, and tell them the Regular Joe sent you. All right. What are we talking about first?
Why don't we talk about
Alien Earth?
Why don't we talk about Alien Earth? I was just about to say it.
Let's just do that.
That's fine. It's creepy.
6 episodes in so far?
Yes.
6. Now, you said the one this week's was very compelling. I'm not saying it wasn't. I watched it quickly tonight, or I watched it tonight, but I liked last week's that was very on the ship.
Well,
I mean, they're all
last week's
good.
was the episode that everybody wanted. All the people who don't like this show, that was the episode that everybody was looking for.
What are they looking for? An alien retread? It's a piece of the ship.
We needed to know what happened on that ship, and I knew they would tell us eventually.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't know that we did. I don't know that, Barry. I think I actually respected them for cutting to the chase and just, seeing the
aliens.
Second officer banging on the door and Morrow not letting her in.
I agree with that.
I
thought it was
fully
fun to
expected
see.
that we would get that backstory, so I wasn't surprised at all.
Did you? I did not. I did not. And it was interesting, but extraordinarily predictable. And I found this most recent episode, so we're talking 6, more interesting because now we're starting to see everything come apart. And I really like the show so far. I know when we were texting earlier in the day, this last episode that aired this week was the tension within that episode was awesome. I mean, it was just so edge of your seat with what was going on. I mean, and which more so, I think, than even the prior week where they were showing what happened on the ship.
No, yeah, totally.
I mean, all right, here's where the spoilers are coming in. So, spoiler alert, right? But I knew in advance that, it was going to be that doctor that got fired that was going to get face hugged. I mean, that was just obvious. But it seems weird to me, but that freaking eyeball seems to be in charge of all the aliens. Like, he seems to be calling the shots.
No, I don't think that's true, but I think it is the most sentient of all the aliens. I think the other ones are all kind of following their biological imperatives, and
I agree with
that is a sociopathic eyeball.
But that eyeball seemed to, it kind of created situations for other things to happen, like.
That is true.
And that's what I'm saying.
True. I think it's just an asshole. It's really just an asshole.
But I think, like I said, it is the catalyst for everything, and the startling the guys to the door would close.
It was amazing.
It was just like, it was amazing.
Let's just call it. He's the creepiest sheep ever.
Oh my
film.
God! It's just like It is
that. Well, I'll never look at an eyeball octopus the same way.
No, never. Though I will say, I kind of want one of those. it's. I said to you guys today, I don't think I ever thought anything was going to be as creepy as being trapped in a xenomorph, and at least that gets over quick. This thing like burrows into your head and takes you over. It's
well, you know what? Usually the being trapped with a xenomorph goes quickly, but in last week's episode on the ship, I mean that was she the captain or whatever she was. It took a while for him to actually kill her. Like he was kind of teasing with her.
That one did. But like you said, the eyeball thing is creepy as hell.
I'm really enjoying the political stuff between Weyland Yutani and the boy Genius.
Yeah.
And just the fact that
curious.
The Steve Jobs Mark Zuckerberg mashup.
Yeah.
I'm curious how if there's another season. B, if it's still, do they wipe this guy out? Because we get, not necessarily in 2 years, but in everything after, from Alien forward, we've never heard of that company again. Is it taken over? Do they get wiped out completely? Does the second season go on to another one of the companies? Who the hell knows?
I mean, I think Weyland Yutani's going to drop a nuke on Neverland. Okay,
they may just not have to with what's going on.
Yeah,
there.
But I'm saying no. But they don't get back their stuff. I mean, we know that because 40 some odd years later, they're still looking for it, right?
But you have to ask yourself, with how wrong every attempt they've made to get these things, to study them, has gone, why do they keep trying? How important can it possibly be?
Powerful weapon.
Okay. People with a lot of money don't take no for an answer. And this is something that, I mean, they've at this point they've been pursuing for 60 years. And now it was just taken from their grasp. And I agree with you, Barry. I like the kind of political / legal maneuvering where basically he worked out that she was going to pay him a huge sum of money. Oh, but then, he called in the quarantine laws and said, and you're going to have to wait 6 weeks, and I'm going to play with your toys.
Well, and I mean, she went from 20 billion to 50 billion to hand him over right now. And
yeah.
So he knows how desperate she is.
As the bio. Well, that's the thing. There was always worth as a bioweapon, but you're right, Todd. In Alien, they got to send these people out to find them again.
Right.
So apparently, they don't.
They don't. Yeah, the handoff doesn't happen one way or another. And I got to say,
I hope that's the way the story goes, because I would like to think that this remains fully in continuity and that we don't have to go, wait a minute, that's not the way it happened.
I think it does, and I think this is their this is a black eye for Weyland Yutani that they're still trying to make up for 40 years later.
That's why I don't think this, in theory, I don't know, you could drag it out for another season, but you kind of just take out the whole Prodigy scenario.
I think the last man standing is going to be Wendy from this season. I thought I
could see that.
I thought Kirsch was going to be it would probably be Kirsch, but he's had an interesting turn also.
Well, yeah, like he knows
treated like shit.
He knows it's falling apart, and he's not doing anything about it.
And he's basically letting this be an experiment. Okay, he's watching this thing.
I think he's not thrilled with the guy. The kid.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he's got his own ulterior motives. I at one point suspected he was working for Weyland Yutani, but you don't get in the interaction with Morrow. You don't get that.
Well, that's what's interesting. I guess androids and cyborgs don't like each other.
Yeah,
it does seem that way.
And I guess those guys are going to fight.
And what's going on with Nibs? Like, that was some creepy shit when she thought she was pregnant, and then she almost killed the doctor.
She had basically a psychological breakdown I think you put a dying child in an adult body and then subject her to alien horrors, I think it's pretty predictable that, and also substantially increase her brain capacity. I think it's pretty predictable that something's going to go sideways. I did not anticipate them like resetting her. I thought they were going to put her in the deep freeze and deal with her later. I didn't anticipate they were just going to back her up and
that makes sense.
Well, it's also interesting though the way that the two doctors, the husband and wife doctors, he's standing his ground and sticking with his ethics, and the wife is willing to do whatever. But her life's been
I
great.
think the wife is honestly. I got the impression the wife is thinking, okay, these people would just kill us, okay?
Yes,
to protect.
Totally.
These people would just kill us to protect their secrets. So yeah, we're going to do what they say.
There's no leaving that island.
No, there's no.
He was never getting off that island.
And she may believe that she can protect him, but that's already failed.
Yeah, I want to go back to our pal the eyeball for a second. On the ship, so it was interesting that when that bug creature got out and went in the water. First of all, these people are incredibly careless with their protocols.
Yeah. Oh my God. So the person, okay, the woman, the now dead woman, feeding these things, okay, and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe they're trusting this person to do this.
Every member of that crew seemed inept.
Oh my God, and it was like, oh, absolutely. You didn't put the lid on. You forgot the lid again. Oh yeah, I guess I did. And
but the eyeball guy was warning her about that bug thing, which I thought was why would you do that?
Oh, I know. I don't think so. I think he was trying to distract her.
No, he was knocking on the thing.
I'm telling you, he was trying to distract her. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, really? Maybe that's could be true. Yeah, he is a little.
An eyeball thing is freaking creepy, man.
Yep. Yeah. So, all of them though. I mean, and this is Noah Hawley, and this he's
there's a little too much.
He's a messed up dude.
No, there's just the right amount of grossness, Dave.
There is just a right, but I'm telling you, okay, the little things that attach to your neck and then suck all your blood out and make turn into a balloon. Okay, that was pretty gross, but some of the other things that have come since then have just been he's staged this really well. You're like, okay, yeah, and then think about this. Think of the challenge of making the xenomorph be one other thing. We got all these other things that are just as potentially scary or terrifying, or we get the face burning, acid spitting.
Well, that's interesting because I don't remember we saw that one before.
Oh, I don't either.
We saw the nest, but I don't think we saw them doing their thing.
Yeah, I think that was just one of the things that was in the tanks. I mean, one of those is called Specimen 19, which means they've got to have a crap load of things there.
But that one's interesting because the android kids, in quotes, are basically immune to all of them because they do
those
things
bugs
to humans.
Didn't know that he wasn't real.
But those those bugs. Did you see what they were being fed? They eat metal.
Yeah,
they were eating metal and
is that what
pyrite.
I thought that they just weren't smart enough to know that he wasn't human.
No. They are the metal eating.
They break down. They break down non-organic things, and so that's the last thing you want to do with a synthetic body is be in a plastic cage with things that.
I also think that you have to just question sort of the boy Cavalier's whole. I mean, obviously he's nuts, right? But these are kids inside adult bodies, and he shouldn't. None of them should be doing the things they're doing. They're not prepared mentally for the things they're doing.
We talked about this last time, Barry, if he put adults in adult bodies that were stronger, smarter, more capable, he would not be able to control them. It would be a
I get that, but don't
situation.
Don't let them feed. Don't put them in charge of feeding the zoo.
Oh no, he didn't do that.
Don't send them on mission.
Yeah, I don't think
he didn't. The mission thing was his thing, but that was a whim. But what I'm saying is, he picked children because he can control. He believes he can control the children.
Yeah, I don't think his plan is to use them to do.
Well, but
stuff.
he's well aware that
I-
they're assisting the other. They're assisting. I want to call him Cobb Vanth, but Kirsch. He's assisting Kirsch,
but
I don't
he
think,
knows the
but
kid
I
is
don't
helping.
think he is.
I don't think he knows
You don't
Kirsch
think so?
is sending him to do this stuff on his own. I think he thinks they're learning from Kirsch. They're like shadowing him and doing that kind of stuff. I don't think that he knows that Kirsch dispatched that kid to do that.
I mean, clearly Kirsch can't be trusted now.
Oh yeah.
So
that's a given.
It's going to be interesting to see
he's
where this
now-
all goes.
He's now suddenly like more sinister than Morrow, because Morrow's intentions have been clear from like minute one.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's two guys here that I have to worry about.
I think he's fed up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's obvious.
Well, but
Yeah,
he's now
but that's
clearly kind of like the synth on the ship in Alien, right? I mean, he's doing his thing. Whether
he's almost like the opposite because he's going against his.
Yeah.
no, I'm
I
saying in
think he's
Alien.
creator.
In Alien, I'm drawing a blank on the robot's name.
Ash.
Ash.
Yeah,
No,
Ash.
Ash was doing what the company wanted
Ash
him
is doing
to
what
do.
was programmed. I think Kirsch is like, F this, I'm following my own plan. And he has too much autonomy. And I think because Boy Cavalier is so arrogant, he has not caught on to this.
When he was crawling across the table to the Utani woman, I mean, he's creepy as hell, and he's very Zuckerberg. But it's funny to watch.
He does a great job. I got to say, it's a great role, and this guy's carrying it off really well. I'm not sure I can picture him in anything else, but I think everybody in this is interesting. I think that if they'd kept the kids like a cohesive unit, this wouldn't be interesting. But the fact that it's all kind of falling apart because of the choice to use kids makes perfect sense. That put it this way: if you choose children because you can manipulate them, other people can too, and that's where it's falling down.
True.
So
So there's 2 left.
Yeah, we'll have
8
to
episodes.
talk after the last 2 episodes air and talk about how it wrapped up.
I got to say, this is my favorite thing I'm watching right now. I've liked every episode, and I know there's a whole lot of people out there that are like, oh, it should be more aliens. It's less about the kids and all this kind of stuff.
Well, Aliens has never had a ton of
No,
aliens.
we're complaining about the
it's
fact
also,
that they had
like you
a
said-
man in a suit playing the xenomorph, and I'm like, no, actually, I kind of like that.
Yeah. It's their world building and doing a really good job of it in a universe that we thought we knew. So, yeah, I like I said, I like it a lot. And though
good.
if you look at the ratings in the episodes, by a wide margin, the classic "everyone on the ship is going to die" episode is by far the highest rated. Yeah, so more than a point above the next best one. So,
Interesting. All right. So just a couple minutes on Peacemaker. So it's only 3 episodes out. I've only seen 2, but
yep.
I do like spoilers. I do like how. So he access a different universe that has another Peacemaker in it. That could have dragged on for a bunch of episodes, and I'm glad they didn't. They took care of that right in the first episode. I'm
not sure that I don't know what I said to you guys in person or on the show anymore. This is the second best use of a multiverse other than the Spider-Man film. With the 3 Spider-Man. This is fun. It's funny, and it's and this is a guy who's just who everything we know about this guy is he's unhappy with his life. He's unhappy with his choices, and he just does not like who he is. Everything is wrong, and then he gets this, as he keeps saying, best dimension ever. He's found this world where everything that went wrong seems to have gone right, and it's in some ways it's sad. It's I think it's been really good. And,
Yeah, I think it's been really good too. I mean, I liked season 1.
It's out there though. It's nutty.
It is.
Oh yeah.
You know.
But we expected that from the first season. So
yeah, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but it is nutty. I mean, it's certainly not. It's certainly, if you saw Peacemaker in Superman for 2 seconds, like, oh, this is a good family show. It's not a good family show.
No, it is not a good family show.
You don't want. You can't watch this with your kids.
You cannot. Don't stop. Do not pass go.
I'm watching it with my 21-year-old, and I'm embarrassed sometimes when he's in the room.
Yeah. It's a little much. It's a little much.
Okay, so I watched 2 and 3 back to back. Is the hostage situation in 2 or 3? That's in 3, right?
Sounds like 3 because I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in 3.
Brutal. It's utterly brutal, and it's like, yeah. This show is as good as The Boys was. Okay, I mean,
The Boys kind of went off the rails,
and this is, it's got that same, and they still managed to capture some of the same kind of shock things, but also the kind of emotional highs and lows, and yeah, so
yeah, I think that's a good
more Harcourt, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah, she's the best. I love her with the psychiatrist. Like, you have what is it, like
toxic masculinity?
Toxic masculinity.
That was great. Yep.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. It is when The Boys is at its best. This is like on par with that.
Yeah. Yep. And the thing is, the other thing too is, like, they didn't take this guy and all of a sudden, like, make him into a hero. You know, he stole someone else's life, and he's just like living it. It's still not doing a great job of doing it.
No, I haven't seen that part yet.
Yeah.
So it hasn't gotten going for me.
Yeah.
But James Gunn, I was listening to him on the radio today. He said this is his favorite thing that he's done.
I could totally see that. I totally see it. And I got to say, I give, Sienna props for this.
John Cena,
props for this. He's doing a really, really good job. And, for what was, let's face it, in Suicide Squad, a one-dimensional character. And, this has been it's fun. It's just it's a whole lot of fun.
Wrestlers turned actors are not typically known for their range.
No, they are not.
To do more than one thing, right? So he's doing a good job.
In this interview, this Peacemaker, the character of Peacemaker was written for Dave Bautista.
Yeah. Yep.
And he got offered like too much money, so he couldn't be in the Suicide Squad. And then they found John Cena, and James Gunn's like, he's just surprises everyone. His range and his his emotions on the screen and stuff. It really, you can't see anyone else in this role.
No, you can't. And I will say,
you've seen it.
Okay, so because you have not seen 3, they throw something at you in the first scene of 3 that you do not see coming, and it's actually really good. So you get a good episode ahead of you.
Okay.
It's just been, like I said, it's been, and had they done this in the first episode, you know what I'm talking about, Barry, right? The guest star. Mm-hmm. Okay. It would have been a very different kind of thing. And here it was just kind of like, you kind of like, oh yeah, I know what's going on. Things are going to be, things are this, things are that. And then it's like, nope, that's not what's happening. So,
okay.
Kudos.
All right. We'll stop it there. We'll watch more of these and we'll dig into it. But let's go. What's in the box?
Show you with the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Regular Joe's What's in the Box.
Todd, what's in the box?
Okay, so this is actually a gift we just received from one of my. It's a very, very generous gift that I just received from a parent of a student who at our school who Karen and I are his advisors, and it's a Chinese beverage called Baiju, and apparently it is the most favorite beverage, and it's alcoholic. This is really kind of cool. There's 2 boxes in a bag, and inside of one of the boxes is 2 little shot glasses. So it's kind of like a whole little kind of I don't know, get yourself drunk set.
Set. It's a set. They sell those.
It's a set, and it's just a really, really nice kind of thing, and it's in a box. So I have 2 bottles in a box, and I'll take a picture of it. And this apparently is a very nice variant of this, and there's many. And
that's the type of liquor is called is Baijiu.
Baijiu, and Baiju, and I actually listened to pronunciation keys, and that's how they said to do it. But because there's 2 bottles, and I will make sure I hold at least one back to share with you guys. I read about it, but I had no knowledge of this whatsoever. So I read a little bit about it, and one of the descriptions described it as rocket fuel. So
nice.
I am really looking forward to trying.
We like that.
Does it have alcohol volume on the box, or
it's got a lot of writing in Chinese, and so
it doesn't have any. It looks like it has some English characters, which is
it's
odd.
106 proof. It does say 106 proof. So
why would that be? Why would there be any English on that? I guess if they export it.
I think it's required for export, but yeah, it's kind of
just imagine the tariffs on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So. Yes, and this particular one is Mutai, which I guess, like I said, is the brand, and it's supposedly like the best. So,
isn't that creature that bit Kirk?
Actually,
that's the Mugatu.
When I just said that, I thought the same thing. It was like, yeah, wait a minute, that's that white furry thing with the horn. So,
yes.
No, that's the Mugatu. So, yeah. Anyways, that's what I've got in the box. Barry, what do you got?
I got 4 things that came in the same box.
Wow.
And this was a total impulse order about a month and a half ago. But I have the Fantastic Four as Marvel Legends figures. All 4 of them.
Okay.
So I have a great-looking Pedro Pascal head on Mr. Fantastic. I don't know how well it's translating.
I like the other arms.
Yeah, he's got the long arms, so you can interchange the arms. I got the torch version of Johnny. I didn't get the human form of him. I got the burning flame version. I got Sue Storm. And I will say, I don't think the head sculpt on her is as Vanessa Kirby as the Pedro Pascal is. But my favorite one is Thing, and this thing weighs a ton. But he's very cool.
I can imagine.
So... I loved the movie, and I didn't want to indulge myself on the Hot Toys figures, and I saw these up for pre-order, so I bought them, forgot about them, and they showed up today. So
I did order the Hot Toys thing.
You did, okay.
I think that's a good representative figure for that. And
it is. But I've got to figure out. I'll probably, like I do with these types of figures, I'll open them up, I'll put them on my desk, they'll stay there for like 6 months, and then they'll go in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
But
I'm
glad I got them. So that's what I got. Dave, what's in the box?
I have. I think I mentioned. No, I mentioned to Daryl. I have a tiki glass from. This is from Tiki Land. These are actually outdoor glasses. I have a set of these. They're plastic, but this is the Jeff Granito Creature from the Black Lagoon motif.
Oh my God, that's awesome!
Because Daryl or someone had something from this. No, Daryl had the glass ones. He had the glass Mai Tai glasses, and I missed out because it was a pre-order. And now they put out stuff in all the patterns he does on Tiki Land. I think it's TikiLandTrading.com. In all kinds of stuff. They do like a mat. They'll do a T-shirt. I had that other T-shirt from them, but I missed the glass glasses, so I got the plastic glasses, and you can see there's the girl. There's a big shot of his head.
Awesome.
I'll put pictures of it.
That's cool.
There's
Very
him
cool.
carrying. Yeah, I wanted the glass ones, but this is the next best. I actually pre-ordered these. God, I think it was May, and they showed up like after summer. So they showed up like a couple of days ago. So it's like I don't know if I'll be outside drinking tiki, but I will use them inside because they're very cool. The Creature from the Black Lagoon thing is awesome.
Nice.
He even has Hawaiian shirts with this motif on it,
I am looking at it right now. That's awesome.
which is cool. Yeah. So that's what's in the box.
So
This
Dave,
is what you can't do when we're doing video.
yeah, I was just going to ask you, what is happening over at From's Dave's workshop?
From Dave's Workshop, this week I finished the ET thing. I think I talked about that last week, and there's pictures up. One of my best clients, I've been doing a ton of plaques for him. I've mentioned it to you guys. He's got a ton of stuff, but I'm doing a bunch of plaques. I'll just give you the range of stuff I'm doing just this week. Stuff. It's a plaque from different props and stuff he has from Xena, Princess Warrior, or whatever.
Warrior
she
Princess,
is.
yeah.
Xena Warrior Princess.
Warrior Princess, Sweet Charity from whenever that was, the 70s, Silent Running, and then the new Battlestar Galactica. So this guy's collection is just vast. It has all kinds of stuff. He's
Varied,
got parts
yeah.
of one of the drones from Silent Running and stuff from Sweet Charity. So it's always fun finding. I create the logos to make for the plaques. So he's been great. I think I've done more than 50 different things for him so far.
That's crazy. That's
So,
great.
Always a varied collection. But if you need a plaque or you need a display, check out fromdavesworkshop.com, and you can email me or DM me on Instagram. I'm in Instagram, or email me at fromdavesworkshop@gmail.com, and we can talk about stuff.
And tell him Barry sent you. Just
Tell him Barry sent you. Yeah.
or Todd. Either one.
Yeah.
Or Todd.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm working on some other stuff. I'm doing the next project after these is something I've not done before, a type of display. So we'll talk about that.
Interesting.
Did some tests.
All right. Looking forward to seeing
So I'm always-
hearing more about that.
Yeah, it's always fun to sort of bring new types of displays and things into the repertoire and figure out how to do stuff. So that's from this workshop. Okay. Next week, well, we'll talk about that movie, but we'll do some other stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it'll be a
What
show.
else? We have to watch. I haven't watched any of Dark Wolf. That's out now.
I've got to watch that too.
Murders in the Building starts this week. That's not really our show. One of our shows.
No, I mean, I like
You know,
it,
we've never
but
talked. I've never
I like it too.
watched the Old Guard too, and I got to do that.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So,
on my list. I feel like I need to rewatch Old Guard because I really don't remember much about it.
Yeah. I liked Old Guard one better. I didn't rewatch it, but yeah, there's some others. Black Rabbit is starting with Jason Bateman and Jude Law in some sort of thriller thing. I don't know if that's our genre, but
No, I'm looking forward to
I'll
that,
watch
though.
that
I
'cause
definitely
I'm
want to
hearing
see that.
A lot of buzz about that. Yeah, so we'll see. But there'll be always plenty to talk about.
Yep.
And to see at some point.
At some point, see.
Maybe.
On that note, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.